Welcome to My E-Teacher, where we watch, listen and grow. Hi, I'm Pushpa and I'm a teacher by profession. We believe that education is the greatest gift you can give someone. At My E-Teacher, we are a group of professionals who have come together to bring free and quality education to all those who seek it. Let's move on and talk about today's topic. Today we are going to learn about punctuation and why it is so important. Look at these two sentences. I ate grandma. I ate grandma. Is there a difference in the two? Yes, there is a lot of difference in the two sentences. I ate grandma suggests that you ate grandma for dinner. Whereas the second one, I ate grandma, the comma suggests that you are addressing or talking to grandma and telling her that you ate. This is why punctuation is so important. It literally changes the meanings of the sentences. Punctuation makes it easier for the reader and the writer to put across their emotions to each other. Let's first talk about capital letters. Where are capital letters used? At the beginning of a sentence. Whenever a sentence is started, whatever be the first word, the first alphabet of that word always starts with a capital. It is essential to frequently wash your hands. Isn't it so important now? The word it is written in capital. When the pronoun I is used, wherever it be in the sentence, the pronoun I is always written in capital. For example, he told me I have to go for the meeting. The pronoun I is in capital. For proper nouns, as we have already learned when we learned the types of nouns, that proper nouns are always written in capital letters, wherever they may be in the sentence. For example, New Delhi is the capital of India. So New Delhi and India both are proper nouns and always written in capital letters. Whenever we are using an abbreviation. For example, he has an MBA in healthcare. The words MBA is actually an abbreviation for Masters in Business Administration. So when we write it as an abbreviation, the letters are always in capital. So these are the uses of capital letters. Let's now move on to the use of commas. A comma is used to separate words in a list. I had a bunch of grapes, an apple, an egg and a cup of tea. So the words bunch of grapes, apples and egg, they are separated using a comma. Next, it is used to separate two adjectives in a sentence. She has a big blue bag. Big and blue are two adjectives and they are separated using a comma. It is used after introductory words in a sentence. Yes, I want a glass of juice. So the word yes is the introductory word of the sentence and separated by a comma from the rest of the sentence. However, she is plain. So the word however is an introductory word and separated by a comma from the rest of the sentence. It is used to separate a city from a state or a state from a country. Abhi stays in Bangalore, Karnataka. Bangalore is the name of the city, Karnataka is the state. It is separated using a comma. It is also used, as I said, to separate a state from a country. He is moving to Washington, USA. State, country. It is used to separate the date from the year. She wrote it on 20th January 2020. So, the date 20th January is separated from the year using a comma. It is used for two sentences which can stand on their own but are joined together using a conjunction. It is used when addressing someone directly. I must go home now, Christina. So, when I'm talking to someone directly using their name, then a comma is used to separate. To separate two sentences which can be on their own but are joined together. For example, Mom came home, but she had to go back. The two sentences, Mom came home, she had to go back, can stand on their own, but they're joined together. To separate such sentences, we use a comma. When greeting or the closing of a letter, Dear Grandma, use a comma. Yours faithfully, the closing of a letter, use a comma. It is used to separate the words of a speaker. Dane said, let's go for a movie. So when we are talking about what Dane said, we have to use a comma to separate the words which he actually spoke. Next, let's learn about the use of apostrophes. An apostrophe is used to indicate a contraction or a short form. For example, I'll be going to the market. They aren't supposed to come today. She doesn't think it's a good idea. The words I'll, aren't, doesn't are short forms for I will, are not, or does not. When they are used together as short forms, we use an apostrophe. Apostrophes are also used to show possession or belongingness. For example, these are Ria's books. The apostrophe S in Ria's suggests that the books belong to Ria. Apostrophe S is usually used to indicate possession. For example, the child's toys are scattered. The children's toys are scattered. In both cases, singular and plural, we have used an apostrophe S. Whereas if the plurals end with an S, or if there is any word which ends with an S, we simply need to place an apostrophe to show belongingness. For example, it is James's car. The doctor's job is not easy. Here we have simply used an apostrophe after the S. Now let's talk about the use of exclamation marks. Exclamation marks are used to express a strong emotion or to give a warning. For example, wow, that is a gorgeous cat. Stop, don't go, there is a pit. Here we are expressing a strong emotion of being happy, angry, or giving a warning. So here we use exclamation marks. I hope you have understood the topic of punctuation. If you liked our video, do not forget to hit the like button. For many more such videos, subscribe to our channel. Share it with your friends and family. When you love us, it helps us grow. Thank you.